Imagine crossing the final frontier of the known universe, a place where the laws of physics break down and time ceases to exist as you know it. Inside a black hole, every second becomes a journey into the future, and matter, including you, is stretched like an endless strand of spaghetti. But the real surprise? No one knows what happens when you cross this point of no return. It's a one-way road into the unknown, where even the brightest scientists are perplexed. Could it be a portal to another dimension? A hidden passage in the universe? Get ready, because what I'm about to reveal about the inside of a black hole will challenge everything you think you know. And I guarantee, the end of this journey will leave you speechless. Stay with me until the end and uncover the deepest secrets of the cosmos. What happens when we get close to a black hole? Picture yourself on the edge of an invisible abyss, where gravity is so intense that not even light can escape. This is the event horizon of a black hole, a true gateway to the unknown in the vastness of space. As you approach this point, gravity increases exponentially, pulling everything around it into this cosmic spiral of no return. The event horizon marks the line that, once crossed, nothing can come back. The space around this boundary seems calm, but it hides one of the greatest mysteries of space, challenging everything we know about the universe. But, of course, entering this spiral is unlike anything we can imagine. It's not like being sucked into a giant vacuum cleaner, as we often think. The approach is slow and gradual until, suddenly, you can no longer escape. A hypothetical spacecraft approaching a black hole would have an indescribable view. The stars would appear to move in strange patterns, distorted by the extreme gravitational field. It's nothing like watching a sunset on a beach. Here, physics bends and twists, creating surreal illusions. The question that intrigues many is, what lies beyond this point? No signal, image, or information has ever returned from inside the event horizon, which only fuels scientists' curiosity about space even more. They theorize that, once crossed, reality as we know it changes drastically. So, what exists on the other side? No one knows. This is one of the universe's greatest curiosities, and space exploration has only scratched the surface of this mystery. How do space and time get weird near a black hole? Now, imagine that as you look into space around the black hole, the stars and galaxies in the background seem distorted, as if reflected in a funhouse mirror. This visual distortion is caused by the extreme curvature of spacetime around the black hole. Such a phenomenon defies common sense. What you see isn't really there. This mirror distortion in space creates duplicated, stretched, or compressed images, a true anomaly for those observing from the outside. It's like watching a sci-fi movie, but based on pure science. If we could pilot a ship around this cosmic giant, the experience would be disorienting, as if space were folding in on itself. The very concept of direction collapses, while planets and stars seem to stretch like rubber bands as they approach the event horizon. Here, the fabric of the universe becomes malleable, like plastic that is stretched and folded. This visual experience is just a small glimpse of the complexity of this space mystery. Everything we know about physics seems to collapse near a black hole. Space exploration has already witnessed similar phenomena, such as gravitational lensing on smaller scales, but nothing is as extreme as what happens near this cosmic monster. It's a reminder that the universe is full of secrets waiting to be unveiled. Can we travel to the future near a black hole? At a short distance from a black hole, time passes in a completely different way. This effect, called time dilation, is a direct consequence of the immense gravity a black hole exerts on space-time. To a distant observer, someone approaching a black hole would appear to move slower and slower, until almost coming to a halt. This means that, theoretically, whoever falls into a black hole is traveling into the future while the rest of the universe continues in its normal timeline. This idea of traveling into the future seems like science fiction, but it is a scientific reality. If you were on a spaceship near a black hole, you could return to Earth to discover that, while only a few days had passed for you, centuries or millennia had passed for those who stayed behind. It's an intriguing concept in astronomy and one of the greatest mysteries of space. One day, space exploration might test these theories, but for now, they remain fascinating speculations. So, imagine the practical implications of this. If an astronaut could survive near a black hole, they would return to an unknown future where the world they once knew had changed completely. This sparks a huge fascination with the universe and its rules. This phenomenon, combined with curiosity about how time truly works in the cosmos, raises even more questions about what is real or just a cosmic illusion. What would happen to our body if we fell into a black hole? Have you ever thought about what it would be like to fall into a black hole? The answer is terrifying. You would be stretched to the limit, literally like a strand of spaghetti. This phenomenon has a peculiar name, spaghettification. What happens is that the gravity at the closest point to the black hole is so strong that it would pull someone's feet much faster than their head. The result? An extreme elongation that would turn any body into a thin, endless thread. It's like pulling an elastic material to its breaking point, but in this case, there's no elasticity, only an unstoppable, overwhelming force. If you were in this situation, you wouldn't feel pain for long, as you would be spaghettified before your nerves had time to register what was happening. The gravity of the black hole at this point surpasses any other force in the universe, and all you can do is be pulled to the limit. For those observing from the outside, however, your image would become increasingly distorted until it completely disappeared, a sight that reinforces the incredible power of these cosmic entities. This concept, while terrifying, also reminds us of the universe's incredible complexity and how much we still have to understand about the forces that shape our reality. What is the singularity, where things get so strange that even physics stops working properly? We've now reached the singularity, the central point of a black hole where everything we know about physics stops making sense. At the singularity, gravity is infinite, density is infinite, and space-time itself warps in ways we can't describe with current physical laws. Imagine a point where all the matter of a black hole is compressed into an infinitesimal dimension. It's almost impossible to visualize, isn't it? This is where the mysteries of space truly intensify. Scientists are still trying to understand what happens at this point. Quantum theories, like quantum gravity, attempt to explain the inexplicable, but we still don't have a clear answer. We know that the singularity is the core of black holes, but what happens inside remains one of space's greatest curiosities. To this day, no one knows what really exists in this point where everything seems to collapse, nor how to explore this inaccessible region of the universe. This lack of answers makes us question how much we can truly understand about the cosmos. What we do know is that the singularity challenges all the notions of physics we currently have, and this dimensionless point represents a true frontier for space exploration. One day, perhaps, we'll discover more about this strange part of the universe, but for now, it remains shrouded in mystery. What would it be like to cross the point of no return of a black hole? Crossing the event horizon is a journey with no return. At this point, time and space behave so strangely that there seems to be no longer a clear distinction between the two. What was once a journey through space now also becomes a journey through time. And the most intriguing part? For those who cross the event horizon, there's no immediate sense that something extraordinary has happened. They wouldn't notice the transition at all. This occurs because the laws of physics, outside this point, still seem valid. But the reality is different. Once inside, there's no escape, not even at the speed of light. The fall continues, and the person proceeds toward the singularity. For any external observer, however, this transition would appear entirely different, almost as if the object were frozen in time, never actually crossing the event horizon. A true paradox of space exploration. This point of no return is the pinnacle of mystery. Imagine being in a situation where you know there's no escape, yet you still press forward. It's the kind of scenario only the universe could create. For many scientists, this is the most terrifying and fascinating aspect of black holes. What happens next only becomes more enigmatic. What happens to everything that falls into a black hole? Inside a black hole, what happens to all the matter and energy it consumes? This is one of the most intriguing questions in astronomy. The matter that crosses the event horizon seems to simply disappear from our universe, swallowed by the black hole. But is it destroyed? Or does it go somewhere else? Many scientists believe that the information about the matter that enters the black hole isn't completely lost, but where it goes remains a profound mystery. Imagine you're throwing an object into a black hole. To an external observer, the object would seem to stop as it approaches the event horizon, while in reality, it has already been pulled inside. Inside, matter and energy undergo extreme transformations, and we don't know exactly what happens to them. The space within a black hole is so distorted that our physical laws can't predict what truly occurs. This question of where matter and energy go fuels all kinds of theories. Some suggest these elements are destroyed, while others, more daringly, believe they may be transported to another part of the universe, or even to another dimension. These space mysteries continue to challenge our curious minds and drive space exploration in the search for answers. Are there time paradoxes inside a black hole? The chaos within a black hole is absolute. not only do the laws of physics collapse, but the notions of time and space become so intertwined that scientists believe time paradoxes could occur. In theory, inside a black hole, time could behave so strangely that events might occur out of order or even repeat themselves. This opens the door to speculations about the very nature of time and causality. Imagine a situation where you could go back in time or experience an event multiple times, something that challenges what we understand about reality. These paradoxes, as theoretical as they are, raise questions about the concept of free will, which only heightens the fascination with these celestial bodies. The possibility of playing with time captivates any curious mind, especially when talking about black holes, which are known for completely distorting our perceptions. This chaotic scenario, with the potential for multiple timelines coexisting, is one of the reasons black holes are seen as an enigma of the universe. Space exploration, so far, has not provided a definitive answer to these questions. But as we continue to investigate, it's clear that these mysterious objects may hold the secrets to alternate temporal dimensions and how the universe truly works. Could black holes be portals to other places in the universe? One of the most fascinating and speculative ideas about black holes is that they may be connected to wormholes, theoretically functioning as portals to other parts of the universe or even other dimensions. It sounds like science fiction, but it's a theory that quantum physics doesn't entirely rule out. A wormhole would be a shortcut through the fabric of space-time, connecting two distant points instantaneously. If this connection between black holes and wormholes is real, we could be facing a completely new way of traveling through the cosmos. Imagine what this would mean for space exploration. Traveling to another galaxy could be as simple as passing through a black hole, if, of course, you survive the journey. Although we don't yet have concrete evidence that wormholes exist, the idea that black holes could serve as portals opens up a series of intriguing possibilities. If this hypothesis is confirmed, it would change everything we know about the universe and how we navigate through it. These wormholes would be true space mysteries, full of potential but also unknown dangers. Until then, they remain a space curiosity that inspires both scientists and science fiction writers alike. And who knows? Maybe one day, space exploration will lead us to discover these portals and understand how they work. The universe seems to be full of hidden shortcuts just waiting to be discovered. Do black holes disappear over time? As eternal as black holes may seem, they are not immortal. The theory of Hawking radiation suggests that, over trillions of years, they slowly lose energy and eventually evaporate. This process is incredibly slow, but inevitable, meaning that one day, even the most massive black holes will completely disappear. The future of black holes is, therefore, an interesting enigma. They could be the last objects to exist in the universe, long after the stars have burned out. The idea that these cosmic monsters will one day cease to exist is almost poetic. They consume everything around them, including light, yet will eventually evaporate in a final burst of energy. This cosmic cycle of birth, growth, and destruction shows us how the universe is in constant transformation. For those curious about the universe, it's a fascinating prospect. The space that once seemed eternal and full of mysteries will one day be a silent place, without even the presence of black holes. For now, black holes remain one of the biggest mysteries in astronomy, but the fact that they could evaporate over time only adds to our curiosity about what comes next. They remind us of how dynamic the universe is and that space exploration is far from over. What will happen to the cosmos when all the black holes disappear? It's another question for future scientists to answer. So, what do you think? Black holes are more than just cosmic monsters, they hold the keys to mysteries that challenge everything we know about the universe. But will we ever discover it all? What else does space hide? Every new discovery opens doors to even more questions. Now, the big question is, are you ready to continue this journey and explore even more of the cosmos secrets? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear what you think happens inside a black hole. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any details of future space explorations. The universe still has much to show us.